Is my wife here? No, then I can speak freely. Because I have to speak on the beauty of the Tangkhul women. Huh? Just making sure that I'm safe. Huh? She'll be coming. I think she will be coming around 2. Their college and some of the students are on a city tour visiting some of the churches. So she'll join us later on. Yes, I think before she comes, I'll finish off. I'll be mixing, I'll be weaving between 2 languages, Tangkhul and English. Let me recognize the presence of the youngest Yorla, Alum. I saw Alum somewhere. Where is Alum? Yes, Alum, please stand, please stand. Yes, she's our youngest Yorla. She got married. She got married a month or so ago. She is the youngest. Her husband is from Sikkim. He's not able to come today. Then I think I saw Haichon also. Haichon jikul ledle. Yes, there Haichon also. Right, that's one of the. Forgive me if I'm not able to recognize some of the newer ones, because my eyesight is not very good. I can recognize the ones, Louis, your line I can recognize. The second line also I can recognize, but beyond that, it's kind of a little bit blurry. So once again, welcome to all the Yorlas. A few comments. Next year, when we have this Yorla meet, we will also arrange child care. This year, it didn't occur to us that we should have arranged child care for the children. So next year, we will do that. And the camera part, I think we have not recorded the earlier part of the program, no? So maybe if Achailan and all, if you want to repeat what you said briefly, you can do that, and then maybe they can record it, because this will be in our YouTube of our church. Excuse me. The beauty of the Tangkhul women. One quality I can say about the beauty of the Tangkhul women is their adjustability of the Tangkhul women. I can say without any doubt that among the many women that I've come across in my life, the Tangkhul women are the most adjustable one. And my wife will also agree with me on this one. She said that the Tangkhul people, apart from women, are very adjustable. And this is one of our virtues. I don't know how your wife carries this virtue in your married life, but generally, Tangkhul women, we can adjust anywhere, whether it is a different culture, whether it's a different situation, context. That is our virtue. And that is why many of the marriages, intercultural marriages between Tangkhul women and other men have survived because of our adjustability. Because of our adjustability. That's one good thing I notice about our women. I know this because my mother also adjusted with my father. My father was not the most adjustable person in our tribe also. He was a very, let's say, very macho kind of person. And so my mother found it very hard to relate to him. And I think initially they had difficult times together in their marriage life. But my mother stuck with my father, and I'm glad for that. Otherwise, if it were not for my mother, I think their marriage would not have survived. And I'm sure many of you also go through that. It is only because of this adaptability of the Tangkhul women that you continue to survive. Also, one good quality of the Tangkhul women is that they are very forgiving. And I know this because I can compare. I have friends, relatives who are married to people of different tribes, and Tangkhul women are quite forgiving. Uh, and forgiveness is one of the foundations of a happy marriage life. In any marriage, there will be difficult times. Whether you are married to a Tangkhul or not, there will be difficult times. But when there is forgiveness, your marriage will survive. I know many Tangkhul women who have forgiven their husbands, and because of that, the marriage survives, and because of that, the family goes on. Otherwise, if they had given up somewhere without this forgiveness, then they would have suffered. Because we know that children of broken marriages, they find it very hard to adapt and survive in this world. Now, because of my age and because of my experience, I just have to look at children, and then I can tell the kind of relationship that their parents are having. From their body language, I can say whether the parents are in good relationship or not, because children reflect what is going on at home. And because many Tangkhul women have forgiven their husbands, today we have a stronger society and a better society. At least among the Tangkhuls, I can say that. So those two good things, good qualities about the Tangkhul women, I can say without any doubt, because I myself have experienced it in my own family. So Tangkhul women continue that tradition, practice those virtues, and it will help you in your life. Now, I'm married to an Ao. My wife is from the Ao tribe. And there are many good things about the Ao tribes. But let me leave you with one, that one of the good qualities of the Ao women. They never give up. They never give up. Children, many parents give up on the children. Too much. I can't handle it any longer. But our women will never give up. Until the day they die, they will never give up. That is why you see many our children doing well, at least in terms of career and jobs. That is why you see that, because their mothers will never give up, will be after them in their studies, in their work. Father maybe not, but our women will never give up. And this never give up quality and attitude, you see them in their other relationship also. If their husband is wayward, going out of the line, wife will never give up. And so their relationship will survive. Wife will never say, okay, my husband is not loyal to me, faithful to me, so I give up. No. She will say, he's my husband, I'm going to be with him. And so the marriage will survive. The children, the Aos, if your wife is an Ao, she will bring out the best out of your children. The best out of her children. That's one good thing I've learned about the Aos. And one of the good qualities, they have many good qualities, but this one could get it. Never give up. Learn this from the Ao women. Never give up on your relationship with your husband. Never give up on your children. No matter how weak they look, they always have something special in them. Never give up. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, everyone. And I thank God for this time, and Pastor and the Associate Pastor, and to all of you coming here and giving me this time. Actually, just want to make fun, but all the fun is gone, and it was really nice. And now if I make more fun, I'm afraid that you all will faint, because we all are hungry now. And sorry, most of the thing that I would like to mention, and Pastor had mentioned it already beautifully. So I'm also thankful to him. And now just few of the things, just for fun. This is just fun, and it's the truth also. Our speaker had, when he was, I'm sorry if it is inappropriate to quote this one, I'm sorry for mentioning this one, but I just want to really mention this one. Our speaker had said, during his youth days, the song that praising about the Tangkhul woman, right? The beauty of Tangkhul woman, right? And mentioning of praising and all those songs, right? But I'm sorry to say this, but today, those songs are no more because all the beautiful women are taken care of by us, right? So, today's song is only about sad song, right? Missing song, broken song, right? Because all the beautiful women are already taken by us, right? Outsiders. Okay. So I'm sorry. I belongs to YPay, and my wife belongs to Tangkhul. And now as we see this Yorla program, so I don't speak good English. I don't speak English. But we are international family, you know? English people speak only English. But in my family, you don't know how many languages are there. Believe me. And then I speak now, not English, Yorlis. For example, my children will come home and ask if my wife is cooking or if I'm cooking. Papa, are you cooking, sir? What is that? You know, that is not English, that is Yorlis. So, first and foremost, I would like to say boldly to all of you that the beauty of Tangkhul women is that they fear God. Everybody know God, right? We know God. Everybody know God. We born up in some way or another way in a religion, in a religious family. We all know God, but Tangkhul women fear God. I hope I don't need to explain. And the beauty of my wife is seen in me. Seriously, right? Yes. I'm serious about that, okay? Have you ever seen me on the road or anywhere looking very sad, very dull, very gloomy? Yeah. No. Yes, it's all because of my wife. Yes. Because some other wife, some other's wife, no, I'm sorry. I just heard from my friend. They will ask to their husband, what dish or what curry you would like to have tonight or for this dinner. They will ask to their husband because they need to ask. But when they cook what they want to cook. So how will the husband smile and go outside? No. So means, what is that? What do we call that? What is that quality? What is that beauty? Right? So that is in me because that is what my wife imparted to me. So I am happy wherever I go. I keep smiling because I have a good time in my home because our wife, our home minister, right? When our home minister are not doing their ministry properly in the home affairs, outside it's gone. And finally, and this is for the last but not the least, and the most important thing, you know, Tangkhul women are not only beautiful. If your wife are only beautiful, they will always be in front of the mirror, right? Because they are beautiful. But let me tell you, Tangkhul women are really dutiful. Yes or no? That is why we all look happy and our house is fine. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Warren Williams, and I'm married to a very beautiful Tangkhul Naga girl. That's SM Shaiza. And we've got an adorable son that goes by the name Raiden Williams. And about me, I work for WNS, been in the same organization for about 13 years now. I'm a lead quality analyst and I have my own team now, which I'm very proud of. And now if I have to take you all through my journey so far with SM and my son, we actually met at a party and I don't know, it just clicked. We hit it off. Since then, we dated for 7 years before we got married. And you know those days where SM used to tell me you have to talk to my parents in person. You can't just talk to them by phone and try to convince them. So it was all fun and games till there. And finally the day had come. And I decided that I was going to Ukhrul to visit her parents. And when I was booking my ticket, I was thinking, should I book just a one-way ticket or should I book both ways? Okay, and I'll tell you why. It's because she being a Tangkhul Naga comes from a line of headhunters. So you can imagine me being an outsider. Okay. So anyways, I built the courage and reached Imphal. And the first thing SM told me to do was to cut my hair short. And I was okay with that because, you know, I thought I was going to lose my head anyways. So it wouldn't matter. So I was okay. First impressions leave a lasting impressions, they say. So anyways, we took a cab from Imphal and reached Ukhrul. And when we reached her home, the compound, and while parking the car, I started shivering. And trust me, it wasn't because of the cold. I was just scared to death. And anyway, she introduced me to her parents, her family, very lovely people, beautiful people too, and the place itself. I keep admiring and praising Ukhrul. Been there 7 times after that. And SM introduced me to her parents and family as just a friend, okay, but deep within, we knew that we are not just friends. And they put us up in a cousin's house, and for 4 days, she kept pestering me, go talk to my father, go talk to my father. It actually took me 4 days. I finally saw an opportunity. I said, okay, I saw him in the kitchen having a smoke. I said, okay, let me go talk to him. So this is what I said to him. Uncle, I'm sure you've noticed that SM and me are not just friends, we are a little more than friends. And I decided that when I marry, it's going to be your daughter. And to my surprise, he appreciated my courage. He said, you're very bold. I appreciate you coming all the way from Bangalore and asking for my daughter's hand. So would you like to marry her by the end of this year? And that was too soon for me. I didn't save any money. I had no money, so I couldn't tell him that. So I told him, at least give me another year. I'll have enough, and then think about it. So he called for the rest of the family. They all got into the kitchen. He broke the news, and they all congratulated me, and I took a deep breath. I was just happy that my head's still intact. Okay, and the food part, Peter and Nagesh have already mentioned it, so I wouldn't want to stress on that. After that, that's about us, and we've been married for 10 years. Now, coming back to the topic, that's the beauty of a Tangkhul woman. First, I would say, is her sacrifice. She willing to leave everything behind, parents, family, friends, and most importantly, her home, to come live with me and my family. It's like walking into a dark room, not sure what to expect because of the cultural gap, habits, and lifestyles as well. And for that one reason, I would say is the most beautiful thing that a woman could do for her man. And not just any woman, she happens to be a Tangkhul woman. So I'm very happy with that. And next, I would say she's very compassionate. My father was diagnosed with cancer a few years ago, and I was lucky to have SM in my life. She cared for him, nurtured him along with my mother until his last dying days. And she was more than a daughter to him. She did not behave like she was an outsider, and any of that. She was better than a daughter. And next, I would say she's very respectful and polite. And till date, I haven't seen her raise her voice or disrespect my parents. And there were times a few relatives would make sarcastic comments too, and she would just smile and walk away. Now, silence is her best weapon. Okay? And I'm sure everyone would agree that Tangkhul women are great negotiators. When we go shopping, I stand at a safe distance and watch her do her magic. She will bargain and bargain to get what she wants for whatever price she is willing to pay. And not just that, even the vegetable vendors, for instance, he comes and says, 40 rupees for a kg of tomatoes. And she tells him, don't tell me that. I know it's 30 rupees. And she gets it for that price. End of the day, we're all happy we're saving some money. And she is also a wonderful mother. Her day begins at 6 a.m. and ends at 12 at night. Now, the first thing she does is she wakes up, she does her cooking for my son, dresses him up, bathes him, packs his books, his snacks, and drops him off at school, and you all know the drill. Now, I feel that's the most toughest and stressful jobs anyone could have. So I'm just glad I have one job that starts at 12:30 and finishes at 11. So hats off to all women, not just the Tangkhul women, when it comes to raising children. And another thing, traditional. A Tangkhul woman is very traditional. She may have given up everything, left her family behind, but her culture, her tradition, her values run in her blood. That's something that cannot be forgotten or left behind. And I realized it. I've been married to her for 10 years, and I'm practically a Tangkhul myself. You can see. She's been a great influence. She hasn't forgotten her roots and will continue following the same path. And thank you, Louis, for giving me the opportunity to come and stand here and talk about Tangkhul people in general. So, thank you, guys.
I was quite happy that our leader is going to skip my name because I don't have any jokes, and I will not be able to make you laugh. So I was quite relieved, thinking that, wow, it's going to be over. But unfortunately, our pastor is here, so he has seen me, and he stood up and asked our leader again. In fact, thank you very much, the Tangkhul Baptist Church, pastor and the leaders of the Tangkhul Baptist Church, and also all the organizing committee for organizing such a beautiful day, gathering all the people from different colors and different tribes and from different places. So I'm very excited. I have attended this Yorla last year also. It was a beautiful one. And this year, the second Yorla is more beautiful again. And it is also very fortunate to speak about beautiful things. Thank you for this opportunity. I don't know from where to start to define the beauty of the Tangkhul women. In fact, when we are, let's say, young, when we are in the teenage stage, I come from Manipur, so we are quite close with the Tangkhul people. We, from different tribes, I'm from Rongmei, I'm a Rongmei, a tribe named Rongmei, and the different tribe people usually says that Tangkhul girl is beautiful. We accept that, and we always talk about Tangkhul women is beautiful because they look very fair in complexion, very tall, long hair. It's so beautiful to see them. Yes, in fact it is. And I never thought that I will marry a Tangkhul. during those days. But God has given me such a good and nice woman to be my wife, and that is also from Tangkhul. So I praise God for this opportunity to have a Tangkhul woman as my wife. And let me also affirm that you Tangkhul women are really beautiful. Yes, it is very, very beautiful. When I see let me say my wife before we married, the thing that really melts me down is nothing else but her smiles. When she smiles at me, it means a lot. It melts me down. So, I'm lucky to have a wife with a beautiful smile. If you don't agree, it's okay. But for me, she has the most beautiful smiles in this world. And more of the beautiness to speak, my brothers who have been here speaking of the beautiness has already mentioned most of the important points. But let me speak from my wife's perspective as I live with her. She is always good to me, and she laughed at any times. She loved to adjust in any situation. There are situations which she will not, feel comfortable, yet she will adjust to that situation and will always be happy. And secondly, she is also very kind and caring. And thirdly, she also has the value of having fun. She has the value of having fun. She will like to have fun. And at the same time, she will like to go out and spend some few, quality time in the park or in other places where we can spend with a fresh air. She loves to do that. And so, it makes me so good to be with her. And that is what the beauty lies in her. Many different people define beautiness. And so, I also believe that every one of you are seeing the different beauty speaking from different people. So, for me, her beautiness is that she always makes me happy. She will try to make me happy. When I'm angry, she will make sure that I smiled at her. Many times, as I have heard, one of our sister, maybe she was making a joke. Is there any couple who have never fought? Then why? Yeah, it was very true. We have a hard time sometimes, but she will make me sure that at the end, she will make me smile. I still remember, before we get married, we had a hard time over the phone, and I was a little bit upset. And what she did was, she did all her best. Because of the social media, we are now fortunate to have the social media. She did all the makeup. She put on the cap. I don't know whether it is a chalk or it is a pepper. I believe it is a pepper. She put on her mouth. Act like a smoking man with a mustache painted here. So with that kind of, thing, I couldn't, get angry. It, again, melts me down again. So that's the beauty that I have, that she has, and that has been given to me. And therefore, I also smile all the time. Thank you for this time. And dear sisters, continue to be beautiful. God bless you all.